What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Best Card Breaks. This is Nick, and we are live with our first break of the evening, 25 Panini Prizm Football Hobby Blaster. Pick your team action. How are we doing today, everyone? Let me know who's hanging out. Say hello in the chat. If you're joining us, we are winding down the year, almost ready for 2026, but we've got a few more big hits to pull here today before we end our 2025 break. So this is the last night of breaks of the year. That's right, we are not going to be breaking tomorrow evening. Everyone's going to be off for the night, spending the New Year Eve with family and ringing in the new year. But we'll be back on New Year's Day with some bounty breaks, our New Year's bounty breaks. So be ready. Be ready for those, my friends. Let's see what we got tonight. Hopefully our best case of Prizm football yet. Again, we're mainly chasing orange ices here. Hobby is in a couple weeks. It's in early January. Second week of January, I want to say. So these, they gave them to us a little early. Happens sometimes, not very often. Sometimes we'll get retail products before release, but it's not... This is, honestly, Prizm was supposed to release a couple weeks ago, the set. So really, we're actually on time with these. So we would have gotten Hobby, and then these would have come a couple weeks later. But Prizm got delayed, the Hobby. So now we've got just a little late, or we've got these early, technically. Yeah, good to see you. I wasn't here, but glad you got to meet the team. So I was hoping, it was funny because I was here this morning, like before we opened, and I said to our sorter, I was like, Matthew Reese, you gotta pull his cards out and set them aside. I'm pretty sure he's coming today to the shop, but he lives in California. I was like, so hopefully he comes in and says, hey, I have some break cards to pick up. I said, if he doesn't, then I'm just gonna ship them. So. But we'll ship you going forward, of course. So, but if you're in anything tonight and you wanted to stop by tomorrow to pick them up, you're welcome to do that as well. Actually, they should be sorted tomorrow. I think we're gonna get them sorted tomorrow. So, otherwise, we'll get them shipped for you, of course. Make sure you check the you check out that Nick Kurtz for grading too. Because that's definitely one that I would consider sending off to PSA if it looks good. Good one there. Doesn't Hobby usually release? Yes, it does. That's what I just got done explaining. Hobby was supposed to come out a couple weeks ago. And it got delayed. They did not delay blasters. So we would have had Hobby come out a couple weeks ago, and then blasters last week. It's nice to have these early. You know, you get these will have some extra value right now, as you know, as we're waiting for the Hobby release. So it's good to do these breaks. Oh, flying home tonight. Wow, tonight, late flight, huh? So you'll leave at what, like 10 o'clock and arrive at 11? I guess that's kind of nice when you're going to California, a little late night flight. It's like you don't change, or it's the same time when you get there. Here we go, first five, friends. Let's go. Big orange ices. Odell Beckham Jr. Back on the Giants. Freeney and Kyle McCord. Also, hopefully some more autos, too. There's a Dak, Trey Amos. And a Hurts. Nice one there. That's a good picture. That one might have some nice value. Sometimes, like with Prizm Black, Cam Miller, Prizm Black basketball, some of those have a lot of value just because of the picture on the card. Nick Imanwari. And auto, Yaya Diaby for the Bucks. Significant signatures. Interesting. This kind of seems like a new design. Bucks over to Mr. Salvier. First auto. Nice to hit one early. Will Johnson, Quinnen Williams on the ice. Also, of course, we're looking for the red and blue retail SSPs. Those are big here, too. You get a big name of that. They're worth a lot of money. Colson Loveland for the Bears. Michael Williams, rookie gear Niners on the relic. Egbuka base. Brian Thomas and Riley Leonard, Colts. Do have 4 breaks full right now. A few others opened up. Hopefully we'll get Star Wars full tonight. That one's getting pretty close. Looking to rip that one this evening. Actually, I do need a few more top loaders too. Grab these. Last 2 here. Derwin James, Chris Boswell, and Phil Maffa. Willis McGahee, Elik Iomanor, McMillan base, and Devon Achan, Premier Relic for the Finns. Chris Rourke, Joe Theismann. Gerald Riggs, Bayshal Tootin, Kyler, and Scatabo. There you go, Giants. Nice Scatabo hit. Close out our first 5. One pretty solid rookie out of there. I really wish they put color blasts in blasters. That would be nasty. They would be probably pretty expensive then. These about 75 bucks right now, I believe, is the market on these things. Next 5. Colts are out of the playoffs. Almost did beat, or actually they almost didn't beat the Jags, but they looked good for a little bit against the Jags. So for teams in the playoffs, good luck. Not the fantasy football playoffs, but The actual playoffs for professional NFL football. Better luck next year, Colts. Let's see what happens. Will it be Danny Dimes? Will it be AR? Will it be Riley Leonard? I'm actually curious to see. I'm wondering if they're going to start Riley this coming Sunday. And honestly, they should start AR. He's cleared to practice, or he's been practicing. I think he's cleared for game action. So throw AR out there and see if they need to get rid of him in the offseason or not. Shakir and RJ Harvey. Ragib Rocket Ismail and Ty Felton. Hill Silver, Sam Darnold Orange. Will Howard base. Chase Brown, Harold Fannin. Jalen Johnson, Armand Membu. Travis Hunter variation. That's a nice one, Jags. Over to Pirate Phil. I said on the Hunter image variation. I believe those are exclusive to Blasters this year. I'm wondering if they're going to do, if they're not exclusive, and if they're going to do color again. Geno Stone, Kenneth Grant. Devontae Adams, nice one, Rams. Silver Bryce Young and Tyler Nubin. There's a Marion base. Young Hoku, Taj Brooks. Christian Kirk, Gunnar Helm. Rookie gear, Matthew Golden. There you go, Pack. Mr. Kusera. There you go. How's the break? You are far nicer than most breakers. Really? I don't know what that means. Is that because I said good luck to your team? Break is we're on the 6 through 10, so nothing wild yet. Nothing too crazy. Looking for some retail red and blues. Sean Judkins, Pat Frymuth, Trent McDuffie, Donovan Jackson, Craig Morton, Isaac Tesla. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Tesla. Dan Fouts, Silver, Dave Casper, Orange. Chris Broswell, Silver, Saquon, Ice. Ewers base. Starting quarterback. And Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Milroe. To close out our next 5. Go Steelers. All right. Are the Steelers in the playoffs? That's I haven't actually seen, like, the wild card changes from week to week. So I don't know I don't know who's, like, down at the bottom. I know the Colts still had a chance until, what, the Chargers won, I think. That's what officially knocked them out or something. I had to go from arguably the best team in the NFL to the worst, or one of the worst, I should say. We're definitely not the worst team in the NFL. A lot of our losses have been very, very close. Even with Old Man Rivers, like, that Jags game was close. The one before that started pretty close. So it's not, our defense actually turned out to be pretty darn good this year. And there were some really tough losses where we lost by. It easily could have won them. So just kind of some bad luck and bad plays. I don't know. The what ifs. What could have been. Danny Dimes going out. What a resurgence for him, though. Steelers, Ravens for the division and the last playoff spot. So, like, if they lose, they're out. Like, either team. Is it a lose and you're out situation for both? That's crazy. It's for the division, and if you lose, you don't win the division and you don't make the playoffs. Now, there's still a few relevant games for sure. And who's gonna win the division, or who's gonna seeding implications here. But those Ravens, I think they have to win out, right? So they won against the Packers, and then they need to win this one. We need a big quarterback here on Orange Ice. We need to see a Dart or a Cam Ward or something. I don't think we've pulled a big QB one yet. Daniel Carlson. There's a Cam base. Devontae and Jack Beck. Ray Lewis, Michael Williams. Baker Mayfield on the relic for the Bucks. Hendrickson, Joe Horn, Ice. Jeremy Shockey, Andrew Makuba. There's a Dart Fireworks. Jim Kelly, Damian Martinez. Golden base. Freeney, silver. Clay Matthews. Braden Fisk, Omarion Hampton. Dart base. Golden fireworks. Brian Thomas and Quinshawn Judkins. Auto, Cooper Beebe. Cooper Beebe, significant signatures for them boys. Andrew Rolfe. NFL rigged it like that. Well, I mean, he appealed it, right? Did he lose the appeal, or what's going on with that? Because I thought when you appeal, you still get to play. But I mean, to be fair, what he did was wrong. Like, you can't let that go. Can't let that go. It doesn't matter if the fan, you know, was wrong too. As the player, you can't do that. Ricky and Gray Zabel. Seahorn, Trevor Etienne. And come on, Dart. There we go. Oh, it's Scatabo. We'll still take it. Scatabo image variation. Nice one, Giants. Sean Zeal. There you go, Sean. Solid hit there. Omarion silver. Chris Carter ice. Josh Jacobs and Luther Burden. Jordan Addison, Alfred Collins, and a relic. Jaden Higgins, Texans. All right, 5 left. So out of this break, you get 40 rookie ices. How many? I'm guessing there's what, about 100? 100 different rookies in Prizm is my guess. Need some QBs in these last 5. All right, last 5 getting open now. Oh, they declined it. So they basically just said we're upholding our decision. Sometimes those take a bit though, so you'll get to play a few extra games before the outcome. But I don't know, does it count in the playoffs? So it's a 2-game suspension. So was he out last game and this game? Or is it this game and the next game? Because then you get 2 games and you come back for the playoffs. So at least you don't miss out for the super important ones. All right, let's go. Hopefully we can find a red or blue in here in these last 5. We had a red in the first case, a red and a blue in the second. Let's see what we're going to find here. Warren Sapp, Michael Wilson, and Mason Taylor. Ramondre, Jalen Noel. Wayne Sherbet. Hines Ward, Will Johnson. Jalen Johnson, Tyler Show. There you go, Saints. Ignited with the Show Ice. This stuff kind of hot right now. Stuff doing well. Scatabo base. Show Silver, nice one there. Kind of off-centered, way off-centered actually. Peppers. Gino, Shamar Stewart. Kirby and Shadur Sanders. There you go, Browns. And Trey Harris variation for the Chargers. Centering seems like it's going to be a big issue with these this year, because even this one, it's not as bad, but you're looking at these black areas. This a little bit thicker than that. I would honestly probably still try it, assuming it's clean otherwise. The other issue you're going to have is you got black all down here, so the corners are going to really show any wear in the edges and stuff. So could potentially be tough grades. Centering being very important, of course. on these. This one, of course, way off centers. Look at how thick that is, and then that's pretty thin. So this one, you don't want to grade. This is nicely centered. Actually, no, it's not. See how thin that one is down there now? So that one's even off centered. So you can tell these lines here, a lot. Really long lines there, really small lines over here. So a little grading 101 on Prizm football. All right, last two here. Kinchin Silver, Brandon McManus. Drake, Chamir Dyke. Craig Morton, Will Campbell. Doesn't look like we're going to get any red or blues in this case, unfortunately. Jerry Jeudy, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. There's a Warren base. Amon-Ra, Ashton Jancy. There you go, Raiders. Nicely centered on that one, too. Our final rookie, Dylan Gabriel. All right, Browns. Browns getting them both in this case. No reds or blues. We found some better quarterbacks. Some nice variations. 2 autos here as well. So not all was lost. Really wish we could hit a red or blue SSP out of this case. That'll do, friends, for our Prizm Hobby Blasters. The last one we're going to be doing, once I can snag up some more. But for now, that is it. Quick recap for y'all here. Top base stuff, Tyler Warren, Scatabo, Jackson Dart, Cam Ward, and McMillan. Top silvers, Tyler Show, Omarion Hampton, and top orange ice, Omarion Hampton, Trevor Etienne, Isaac Tesla, Jalen Milroe, Colston Loveland, Jalen Hurts, Riley Leonard, and our relics, Jaden Higgins, Baker Mayfield, Devontae Adams, Matthew Golden, Devon Achan, and Michael Williams. On to the showcase. 2 autos here. We've got Cooper Beebe for the Cowboys and Yaya Diaby for the Bucks. Scatabo, image variation. Nice one, Giants. Trey Harris as well on the variation. Our top orange ices, the Browns got them both, Shador and Dylan Gabriel. We've got Tyler Show, Cam Scatabo, and Ashton Jancy. And our big one, a little Travis Hunter variation. A little off center here. This one's a little thin. I mean, that's probably a no-go on grading only because of that centering, but I mean, who knows? If it's very clean otherwise, I might still take a chance, but rough on the centering this year for Prizm, friends. That's going to do it for our Prizm hobby case. Come hang out for some 5-star baseball coming up next. Do appreciate you guys hanging out and joining as always. Have yourselves a great rest of your night. We'll see you soon, and take care.